So let's move to the Netflix debacle that came up last year, where it was rumored that Netflix actually withdrew partnership from Nigeria. And later on, I think Netflix came immediately and debunked that rumor and said, no, they were still in partnership with Nigeria, but they limited their partnership with Nigerians. So the question here now is, I know that is now an old case, but I still want to bring it up because I have a question and I want to ask. Is it that the Nigerian directors and movie producers, is it that Netflix came as a rush to them and they were so, like, everybody wants Netflix to feature them, like the craze was there, they want to be featured in Netflix, that it's made the directors and producers neglect developing their own local streaming platform?
Well, very okay, very correct. You are correct. I don't know, but let me start like this. First, the entrance of Netflix into Nigeria was a very good development. But you cannot talk Nigeria without also talking about Nigerian Factor. That is what we are dealing with. Nigerian Factor will always come in. People will just, use a ladder to climb, and they will just kick the ladder and make sure nobody climbs. They remain there, and remaining there means that nobody comes up with something better than what they do. So over time, what they do becomes a standard as far as they are concerned. They will not know that they are not getting it right because nobody competes with them. They don't want anybody to come and do better. So
no room for competition.
No room for competition. They kill the competitiveness of the platform. So at the end of the day, don't also forget that Netflix is not only in Nigeria. Netflix is in other African countries as well. So you give me, for instance, 10 naira to make a production, make a movie for you, and I give you something. Someone else from another country, you give the person the same 10 naira, the person does something better, way better. You see the value for your money, and it continues to happen over time. What will you do? You withdraw. So Netflix did not discontinue doing business with Nigeria. No, it's not possible. Nigeria movie industry. No, the thing is just that they stopped commissioning
new originals.
That's just it. So if you have a good movie, very good movie, Netflix can still work with you.
But then I feel for a population of about 200 million, like, isn't it a bit disappointing that we have no local, like a very strong local or national platform of our own?
You see, just recently, the Abuja Zuma Film Festival, was held, and I happened to be a panelist at the producers forum and all that. I am the only panelist there that was talking about this same matter, about developing our distribution platforms. Because you see, the problem in Nigeria and the producers is not that we lack what to produce. You see content being churned out every day, every minute. As you move down the street, you might see some people in one corner doing one content or the other. It's not a problem. We are creative. It's not a problem. The problem is distribution.
Last question. I don't want to waste much of your time. I was made to realize that there are some producers that their only medium of distributing, their only source of distributing their production is through Netflix. And for now, Nigerians have limited partnership with Netflix, right? What happens if Netflix completely withdraw from the Nigerian market? What will happen? How much of a blow will it be to those producers?
To be honest with you, these producers you're talking about, they are, by ratio, they are about 2%.
So who are the main?
They are these producers that enjoys Netflix patronage you're talking about. They are 2% out of 100%. So if Netflix leaves, the producers will survive.
What happens to those
I think they have enjoyed their fair share and they messed it up. They messed it up because I mean, don't forget, Netflix will commission you and you give them some standard movies.
So what advice?
So now the advice now for me is that the way it is the best, so that there will be level playing ground. I'm not the wincho, but it's the best. Let us make movies, quality movies, and compete. Let Netflix make it competitive. Let us make anybody that is able to come up with a good movie today. Netflix will still partner with him. Will work with the person. But to have one or two people and they will shut the door and say nobody should come. No matter what you shoot, no matter what you produce, they will tell you it's not up to standard. And yet you see Netflix, you go on Netflix and watch movies on Netflix, and you say, "Come on, what is this?" And you look at the job you have done, and you see that it is like, I mean, it times 10 better than what is on Netflix. And people there will think that we're not doing well. Meanwhile, we are even doing better than what is on that platform. So to have an enabling playing ground, open the space. If you're able to produce a movie that's up to Netflix standard, Netflix will work with you. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
Dr. Chris, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I really appreciate, and I hope the producers, directors, Nollywood as a whole, will be able to learn one or two from what Dr. Chris, the advice he has given so far. Thank you so much. And this is where I wrap up.